Now, it's the season for flower and produce shows, especially important in a rural county like Cambridgeshire. Growers in St Ives will be polishing their veg and making final touches to their flower arrangements this morning. John McKinney is from the Hill Rise Allotment Association in St Ives, and they've got a show coming up. Morning, John.
Good morning, Jane.
So, first of all, tell us a little bit about the Hill Rise Allotment Association. Are you sort of an old established association?
There has been an association in the past, but with the renewed interest in allotments, we formed the latest association about 4 years ago. And the allotments in St Ives have about a total of 200 allotments. It's a fairly large allotment. And maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, half the plots were untended. But we've actually now got to the situation where most of the plots are tended, and it's a very enjoyable and buzzing environment.
So, if you've got almost 200 plots with people growing, that means you're expecting an awful lot of exhibitors to turn up with things for the show today.
Well, not only that, but it's an open show, so you don't just have to be a member of the Allotment Association. You can be, and anybody can enter, and we in fact encourage children and schools to enter if they can. We've got about 400 exhibits, approaching 400 exhibits coming in, and I'm standing in the Corn Exchange at the moment. We're going to open the doors in a few minutes to the exhibitors, and they'll come piling in to lay their wares out, and at about 10:30 the judging starts. And the doors open to the public at 12:30. We have the town crier marching up and down outside ringing his bell, and the mayor is opening cutting the ribbon. And we've got an awful lot to interest the public, not just the visual element of the displays, but we've got plants, tombola, homemade cakes, and tea and coffee. So yeah, we're expecting several hundred visitors from the public to have a look.
I absolutely love these sort of flower and produce shows, but I've never ever entered anything. So have you got any entries today, John? And do people really polish the veg?
Well, I've been doing that this morning, unfortunately, I have to admit. But
oh, so what have you been polishing this morning?
Well, I was up before 6 o'clock to get my raspberries from the plot, and then I was tying up my onions, wishing I'd done it last night. I've got about 20 odd items in.
Goodness sake! Is it all fruit and veg? Are you putting all fruit and veg in? Oh, what else?
Just fruit and veg. It's photography. Baking, flowers, flower arrangements.
Are you in all of those categories?
No. Thank goodness. Otherwise I'd have been up at 3 o'clock this morning like I was yesterday. No, it's I'm in for probably 3/4 of them.
Goodness sakes.
Yeah, so
wow, God, it's all getting very tense, won't it, when the judges come round? Now, it's obviously obviously the allotments are very popular indeed, and the association's done a great job at reviving the Hill Rise allotments. Have you got any plans for the future for the allotments? Will they keep growing and developing?
Well, the town council's been very good in extending, so they've leased some more land a year or so ago, and added another 50 plots. Gosh. And they're talking about doing that again. We've got a waiting list of 60.
Oh my goodness.
So it's very, very in demand. We also have plans to get a lottery grant if we can, and build some communal facilities, so we can get more people meeting and greeting and getting to know each other. So yes, we've got some plans, and we want to make it a really even more vibrant community.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck with all your entries today, and to everyone else who've got entries in the show, and keep our fingers crossed that you might be taking some gold awards home, perhaps.
I hope so, Jane. Thank you.
Thanks ever so much, John. Lovely to talk to you.
And
John,
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. John McKinney there from the Hill Rise Allotment Association in St Ives. So there you go. That show is at the Corn Exchange in St Ives today. You heard John there giving you the details, and good luck to everybody who's entered.